Okay, so don't you hate cellulite? I hate cellulite. So let's talk about how to get rid of cellulite. If your questions are, can I get rid of cellulite? Is actually possible? And two, does muscle building actually get rid of cellulite? This video is for you. So my name is Samantha Burgos. If you're new to my videos, I'm a wellness coach. I teach women how to burn fat and build a booty. So the training today is going to be about kind of what you need to do to get rid of cellulite, what you're thinking and what you're doing wrong right now, and kind of like, I guess, the guide I want to give you in order to get rid of cellulite. So let's talk about cellulite. Cellulite is basically fat. And what's crazy about cellulite is that cellulite can basically, it's not about how fat you are or about how skinny you are. Like, you could be super skinny and have cellulite, and you could be super fat and not have cellulite, which is crazy. And a lot of it has to do with genetics and collagen, estrogen, and all this stuff. And what's also crazy about cellulite is that a lot of it has to do with your your gender. Like, if women naturally, we hold fat in our lower body, which is why obviously most of the times we have cellulite on our butt and on our thighs. And it's like really freaking annoying to have it there, but that's where they are. So cellulite is basically fat cells that are trapped underneath your, like, how can I say it? They're trapped underneath. So when they're like a lot, sorry, I can't think right now. Oh my God, hold on. I'm gonna look this, share this video on my page. Okay, so when we have connective tissue. Here we go. We have connective tissue, and basically, like, we have our connective tissue here, our skin up here, and our fat cells underneath. So the fat cells, when there's a lot of fat cells, they kind of like are stuck underneath the connective tissue. So the connective tissue like create like a bump to hold in the fat cells, and it makes like bumps, right? So the bumps that we see in our skin that are cellulite are the bumps in between the fat cells, or like the holes in between the fat cells. So I'll explain that again. The connective tissue, when they have a lot of fat underneath, they get bumpy. So they look, instead of looking straight, they look like this, right? Like kind of like a little like thing. So when the cellulite that you see on your skin are the holes in between like the bumps. Does that make sense? So the thing is that there's 3 steps in order for you to actually get rid of cellulite. The first step is to get rid of fat in general, overall body fat. Second step is to build muscle in a targeted area. And the third step is to actually burn fat in that targeted area. And I know it's like a question, it's like, how, can you actually burn fat in a targeted area? But we'll get there in a bit, don't worry. So the first part, burning fat. You need to burn fat in general to, that way you can have less fat. Therefore, the connective tissues will kind of like go back down to flat. Instead of being like bumpy, they'll go back down to flat. And obviously then you will have less cellulite, right? But for some people, that's not enough, because the thing is that when it comes, like, personally, like, I struggle with some cellulite, but not so much. But I have friends that struggle with cellulite, and they're skinnier than me. And for them, what I do may not work for them, right? So if your cellulite issue is like a little bit it's not crazy, this might work for you. It's just, burning fat and building muscle. And the second one is obviously building muscle. So they kind of go hand in hand, the fat burning and building muscle. So the more muscle you have in that area, the more fat you burn in that area, and therefore the less cellulite you will have. So doing resistance training and doing strength training and weight training, specifically for your glutes and your legs, will definitely help you burn that fat and get that cellulite kind of like out the way, really. But again, like I said before, that might not work for everyone. So some people have to spot reduce, and I know it's like a whole myth on how you can't lose fat in a certain part of your body, but you definitely can. And yes, and naturally, not on some crazy like, I don't know, lotion shit. But yeah, so how do you do that, right? So the way that I've discovered that works for me, when because like there is certain parts of your body that has stubborn fat, and cellulite areas, like our kind of underneath our butt and above our thighs, that area is considered like a stubborn fat area where, like, especially being women, our body stores that fat and therefore marks that fat as like hard to lose fat. And it's for the sake of our genetics and our just natural well-being, whatever. So what you need to do in order to actually get rid of that stubborn fat, you need to do HIIT training, where just basically like have your body at an anabolic state where you're kind of like dying and I can't breathe and stuff, and still having some resistance training in it. So how, right? So that's why actually my guide 10 cardio moves that work your booty is like perfect for cellulite, because one, you're doing cardio, so you're burning fat cells, but you're doing cardio with your body weight, so you're still engaging your muscles and burning muscle. And not only that, they're all moves that target your booty, so it's like intense booty action the entire time. Honestly, if you download that guide and do the entire 10 moves, like, it's intense. Like, I did it and I almost died because I hate cardio. And I mean, I personally do cardio like at the end of my workouts, that way I can get like the last burn in. But if you do the whole routine, it's pretty fucking intense. So yeah, if you want to get that in, you can get that in. But this guide, what you do is just sign up for the guide, and it goes straight to your email, and it has gifs and descriptions on how to actually do each move. That way you know what the hell you're doing, right? And I'll link down in the comments below, that way you guys can know and where to get it and all that stuff. But this cardio guide really targets cellulite, and it's basically the kind of cardio you need to do in order to not lose your muscle but burn fat at the same time. So again, the 3 ways to get rid of cellulite is to basically burn overall body fat, build muscle by resistance training and by strength training in that area, and the third one is to kind of target that stubborn fat, which is by HIIT training. So let me know if this video helped you. Let me know if you guys kind of struggle with cellulite and what your struggle with cellulite is. I know a lot of women don't like talk about it, but like, we all have it, and it's 100% natural. Like, it's okay to have cellulite. That means you have some fat around that area, which I think is a good thing sometimes. So yeah, and not only that, I mean, some people think that if they get rid of their cellulite, they're gonna get rid of their booty, because like then like they'll get rid of the fat of their booty would go down. But the whole point with that is that you're gonna build muscle. That way you don't have fat, you have muscle instead of just fat for your booty. So yeah, but I'll link the guide in the comments, and let me know if you guys actually enjoyed this video, and I'll be on soon. Bye guys, thanks for watching.